Homeport is a private, nonprofit community development corporation here in Central Ohio. It's been around for about 24 years. Homeport is committed to building vibrant communities and enhancing the lives of its residents. Our focus in this neighborhood stabilization project is north of Broad, and it's a community that is on the King Lincoln district, on the Near East side of Columbus. And at one time, this was a thriving hub of African American culture, life. But over several decades, we saw a lot of decline. Unfortunately, throughout the years, a lot of the housing in the North of Broad neighborhood fell victim to being converted to substandard rental housing. When the foreclosure crisis hit, a lot of the investors that owned and operated these rental units were not able to sustain them, or the collateral did not match and they were flipped or they were foreclosed upon. This left a lot of new inventory of foreclosed and abandoned property at North of Broad. The infrastructure was already there. We wanted to go back and we wanted to bring it back to what it really could be. Homeport is a subrecipient of Neighborhood Stabilization Program funds, and the City of Columbus is the lead consortium member.
Under Neighborhood Stabilization, the City of Columbus received 3 different funding rounds. So total, it's around $50 million between the 3 of them. NSP 2, we got about $23 million.
At this stage, you got cabinets, you got floors, countertops, plumbing.
We play a big role in kind of shepherding all the different projects that are going on. One of the things that we've really liked about what Homeport has done with North of Broad is that it showed the effectiveness of focusing on a small area. So basically, Homeport started with 1 city block.
We've been able to impact over 30 homes on North 21st Street. By concentrating the funds in a very focused area, we've created sort of an anchor where there's a significant reinvestment. We really thought that this is how we're going to make the biggest impact, is start on a block-by-block basis. At the same time, engaging the residents that already live there and listening to their wants and their needs and what they wanted to see the block look like. What do you think about the architecture of the new homes?
I find it amazing how close you came to how the structures were.
We, as a city, have encouraged other nonprofits to look at maybe not picking one block, but at least focusing their efforts in a particular area. And that seems to be working in what we're doing in the other neighborhoods, because we're turning one area around and seeing successes, and then we can grow from there.
I've lived on North 21st Street since 1989. When I moved here, housing was in terrible shape, a lot of dilapidated housing. But I didn't have any idea, that 20 years later, my street would be as it is. It's really a complete turnaround.
1, 2, 3, 4. Owning a home was always a goal, and it happened a lot sooner than we planned, which was actually a good thing. Right. We wanted to be a lot more stable and be able to afford the house. Sit down, David.
I would say a lot of our home buyers are young families. This is their first time going through the home buying process. Through our partnership with Huntington Bank, we've been able to close 15 loans using a mortgage product they design exclusively for our buyers.
With our Hometown Mortgage product, they only need $500 out of their pocket, and that's the same. Huntington Hometown Mortgage is a special loan product that we've developed with Homeport. Has a low down payment, no private mortgage insurance, more flexible underwriting and credit guidelines. And most importantly, the home buyers have to take up to 20 hours of credit counseling, home buying education counseling, and one-on-one credit counseling with the Homeport counseling staff. And that helps mitigate the risk to the bank.
We've talked about credit so far. We talked about, are you ready to purchase a home? This evening we're going to be talking about managing money.
Come on in, take a look.
As a real estate agent, I'm oftentimes the first contact that a buyer will have. I can tell them about our product, the NSP2 funding, and how we make it affordable, but I can also tell them about the neighborhood because I live here too. In the package, you'll find information about the home buying process, which is actually one of the most gratifying aspects of working with Homeport and the NSP program is that we provide opportunity for home ownership to buyers who would oftentimes not think they would ever qualify or have access to home ownership.
Come on. Being a homeowner to me is like security, it's comfort. I mean, it's mine. I don't know, I love it.
You walk up and down North 21st Street, you can see the impact, and people see that now, and people want to be part of it. And that's all thanks to the Neighborhood Stabilization Program funding that's come about in the past 2 years.
What we're in is the first LEED Platinum certified house in a residential setting in the whole Great Lakes region. We want to connect the affordable market to sustainable building practices and green living, and this is what we did. We have so much interest in North of Broad. We have all kinds of people that are moved in. We have all kinds of age ranges, all kinds of family situations, and all kinds of demographics and income levels. It's been fantastic.
Homeport has not only created better housing, but worked with the people who are in this neighborhood to become better neighbors and work together to continue to have a sustainable effort.